Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin. We are live. This is going to be on another anime first impression video on a series that I've reviewed, light novels. I reviewed, about to review manga in a few days. I'm almost done with the first volume, but it's very close to my heart because it's been in my channel for a while, and now there's an anime for it. So it's called Reborn as a Vending Machine. I Now Wander the Dungeon. Now this is the manga. Like I said, I've reviewed the light novel, a few chapters of it. I believe when I reviewed it, J Novel had it, and now Yem Press has the rights for it. So yeah. Before anything, guys, if you are here live, then welcome. If you're watching this as pre-recorded video, welcome as well. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so by now. It's been a long time since I do a small live video like this where I just react and give my first impressions live. That way it's a lot easier to reach more of you guys. So if you're watching live, welcome. You guys can chat there. I'll make sure I'm looking at the chat. If you are, say hi. If you're watching this pre-recorded, then also comment. Yeah, subscribe if you're watching up to this point. And yeah, let's start with the first impression video on episode 1. Now, it is watchable on Crunchyroll right now. So if you guys are looking for it, Crunchyroll has it. For the time being, it's only subbed. I don't know if it'll be dubbed, but it'll be a good one to dub, to be honest. The premises is all in the title. It's a little wild, but it is what it is. It's basically reincarnation isekai of a character who becomes a vending machine. Now, it's a very, very fast explanation, and I'm only going to talk a little bit of the episode because I know more of the actual explanation because of the light novel and manga. But episode-wise, it's very fast. Essentially, he tried to save a vending machine from falling off a cliff, and he died. He was isekai'd into a vending machine. He doesn't remember talking to a god or anything. He was just isekai to it. He does end up in the middle of nowhere, and through the reflection of a pond, he's able to see that he is a vending machine. Now, he was a fashionista on these vending machines, so he's not too upset of what he was reincarnated into. He's just concerned that he won't be able to communicate. And then finally, he quickly finds out that he has life points and they're wasted by just sitting there, and also eventually by being attacked. The first encounter is they're humanoid frogs, I guess. They start attacking it because they don't understand him, and he quickly finds out that he needs to keep up his points being wasted to help him survive, first from his endurance, and then secondly, he finds that he can use a power called Protect, which does help him at the long run, but kills off a lot of his points. So he finds out that he needs a certain amount of points to survive per day, and if no one's buying from him, he's a goner. Well, days pass, and this girl, who is in the cover of the manga, shows up, and she starts, buying stuff out of him, and he replenishes on points, and he learns different things of himself. One, that he can change prices, he can change currencies, he can change what he sells, and stuff like that. He also figures out how to communicate with her, and essentially figures out a way to say yes and no to her. And she's the one that comes up with the idea, and she decides to take him with her to the city that she is from. Now, she basically feels like she owes the machine her life because she was saved from hunger as well as protected from the wild beast that could have taken her. So she takes the machine into the city that she is from, and in there she starts sharing the wonders of what the vending machine is. People buy left and right, essentially. That's kind of like the last 6 minutes of the episode is people figuring out what he is, how they can buy foods, and then him figuring out like I need to also be conscious of other businesses that if everyone's buying me food, then the fooderies, the places that used to make money by selling food, they're gonna lose money. So he also becomes conscious of that and decides to like pull back on items at certain times. So he's very conscious. He knows what he's doing. He knows the business. And yeah, he like gets like a bunch of points, like 4,000 points in just like a few days. So obviously it's good. Now, comparisons and differences. Quite a few. The way he died, I could have sworn it was completely different in the actual manga. It's completely different. I'm looking at it right now. The manga gives us a different story. That's one difference. Other differences, there's one girl who was introduced in the episode that I don't recognize from the light novel. So I don't know who she is. She was very much introduced way earlier than other characters that have already been introduced before her, even in the manga. So, yeah, there's a few changes. It feels like it's going to be faster paced than typical series. Typical series will do 3 or 4 episodes out of one manga volume. This one, I feel like they took half of the manga volume and they made it into one episode, and they'll take the other half and make a second episode. So there'll be like basically 2 episodes per volume, which that's high pace. That's very high pace. So we'll see. For now, it's close to my heart. I want to give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 6.75. It's a great series. Its uniqueness of him being a vending machine is just crazy. It's like reincarnated as a sword. It's crazy, but they make them work. And when they first came out 2-3 years ago, when I started reading them as light novels, to me they were just wild. Like, why in the world would they even think of this? Isekai is, it's over. I remember thinking those words like, it's over. They've gone way too beyond like what's considered correct or passable. And no, I think this one is a great example of, yeah, it might seem bizarre, but it works. So yeah, 6.75. It's not for everyone, obviously. If you're a new anime viewer, which I have a few people who are fairly new in my channel that I've met or talked to, at least in the comment section, that I know they're new. Maybe this one's not for you, but it's definitely one that you should consider. So it is on Crunchyroll. Go check it out. 1 episode out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I don't usually do live videos this way, but I wanted to do it this way just because I used to do it like this a few years ago, and just trying new things out here and there. So if you're watching live, thank you. If you're not and watching this pre-recorded, then thank you as well. Make sure you guys subscribe for more first impression videos, because I have a lot more coming tomorrow and the next few days. So make sure you're watching. Check out my other videos that are already out. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys. Bye.